around here and talk crazy, you get we ran so many out of here. Wonder why young Licky never had a fear. Say it once, say it twice, you gon' get peace. Anybody ever ask what happened with
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Vikings have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Bengals, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good job, D. Good job. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hurry up, here we go. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. No.
Again, it's Cook. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Bootlegs out. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, Keenum. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap for Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Over! 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 All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On first down, it's Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On second down, Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They run again on first down. Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we still got 3 quarters to go.
They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
All right, here we go.
They'll try the air now with Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now Keenum on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Oh, what a move. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Dalton here from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. He drops it off for Bernard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now they run with Mixon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
LaFell will go in motion left. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run here with Mixon. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
LaFell will go in motion left. It's second down. Dalton looking. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Eric Kendricks from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. and just lost track, and it cost him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late-season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15.
Now let's go. Good. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run it again with Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams have...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
LaFell will go in motion left. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Eifert, the man in motion. First and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, Charles, you got to go back to 2010. That's the last time the defensive back was a defensive player of the year. Troy Polamalu did it. But 2017, with plays like that, he could be bucking the trend.
I agree, and it's not just those plays. It's what happens because of him. Now it alters offenses. They're trying to find ways to avoid him because when the ball's in his area, it typically doesn't go well for the offense. So now they're trying to run plays away from him, and that limits their playbook. That's a guy's had impact.
So we have reached halftime here. Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Marty. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Handoff comes to Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.